Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, the Royal Tournament is officially underway as of about 5 hours ago. So it is 9th September right now, Saturday, and we are going to be playing the Royal Tournament going from 5 wins, I'm at 5-0 right now, to 10 wins. We are back in the normal battle game mode. Last special mode was sudden death, which was pretty fun. But now we're back to normal mode, only 4 days long, so pretty quick, and I'm going to be showing you guys 5 of, in my opinion, the best decks to be running in this tournament. So we have a special selection made by yours truly, with the help of RailAPI.com. Very happy to say I'm an official Rail API partner, one of the best leading data analytics websites for Clash Royale. You can use it for whatever you want, though. They have, like, pretty much anything you can ever imagine. You want some stats, you want some help for the game, Rail API has probably got you covered, and I've been using them long before I was a partner. But anyways, I've chosen 5 decks for you guys today, and so if you guys do enjoy the videos, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into the deck breakdown. So starting out, we have Splashyard. Truly a timeless deck. This deck literally never dies. I'm sure if you go to like the last 10 or 15 of my global tourney videos of this type, I think I've made that many now. Splashyard's probably been in at least 5 of them, because it's just never dead, honestly. Another thing, by the way, the global tournament does not have evolutions, so that's really cool. They just added evolutions to grand and classic challenges, but global tourney still don't have them, which I'm actually really happy about, because, you know, it is still the format that we all know and love. The OG Clash Royale format without any kind of evolution. So Splashyard doesn't really need any introduction, in my opinion. It's just a timeless deck, and in terms of tips to play this deck, I'll try to give you guys some of them. You basically just want to be playing as slow as possible, just feeling your opponent out, finding out what they're running. We see, okay, might be against 3.0 right now. It should be really bad, actually. This is like not a good matchup. If it is 3.0 Xbow Cycle, it should be pretty funny, because I actually never play against this deck, like, ever. But it really does look like 3.0. It looks like I'm also lagging quite a bit for whatever reason. He just wasted his knight and archers, though, so I'm actually going to go for a pretty aggro graveyard right now, just because I feel like he doesn't have anything great in cycle. I mean, pretty good fireball. He is back to his archers as well, but we're going to get some decent chip. I don't have to worry about this knight at all, because my tombstone does have it covered. We get like 500 damage or so, which is really not too bad, and all I have to do is respond with a barb barrel to this, which really isn't bad at all. Although if he's smart, he could actually punish me right now with an Xbow, because I just used my barb barrel. So let's see if he does know to do that, but he doesn't. So I'm just going to go for another tombstone reset. And in terms of how to play this matchup, because I know how to play this matchup from 3.0 side, not from Splashyard side. From Splashyard side, though, I'd say one of the most annoying things for a 3.0 Expo player is the Baby Dragon. It's such an annoying card, and so you can definitely use that to your advantage. Also, I guess if they ever waste their archers, you can try and punish with a graveyard. But for the most part, you want to play pretty safe, actually, pretty passive, and you don't really want to be committing too much. That said, I'm going to go for another knight graveyard, because he just wasted his archers once more. I truly feel like this is a pretty good opportunity. Yep, like, he actually does not have anything great. He has to log the graveyard, which he does very late, so that's just going to be a huge connection early on. Just by the principle of abusing card cycle. No real trick or secret, except I just knew he wasted his archers, and so he didn't have them in cycle for the graveyard. Like, pretty basic stuff. But just like that, we're able to get a huge early lock, and that's probably going to be GG, honestly, because I don't really see how he's going to come back from this, unless I lag out, of course, because I am getting some weird lag sometimes. Waste archers again, and this time I'm going to go for a high tombstone, just because I don't really care about the tower damage in this lane anyways, and then just barb barrel poison. And since he does go for a Tesla, really aggro, I'm going to go for a Baby Dragon graveyard. If he goes archers, I can try and NATO them into the Baby Dragon splash, which I do get off. Perfect. That's a trick that my opponents use against me very often when I'm playing 3.0, and I don't like it at all. Like, it's really useful, actually, so I was able to use it just now. Gonna go for another high poison. Go for a knight low in case he goes for, say, a log or something on the tombstone. Barb barrel for everything. I did miss the Expo, but I can just NATO to get some incidental spell damage, and that is going to be a good game. He gives it well played. Honestly, I did play it pretty well, but it wasn't like I did anything too special. He just kind of like wasted a lot of counters early on, like especially wasting archers early on, and I was just able to punish. So honestly, like, I would say my opponent didn't play it that well, as opposed to me playing it super well, but I was still obviously punished at the right time, as you should. So Splashyard, timeless deck again, never really dies. If you're looking for a deck, not only for the global tourney, but just one to pick up in general, this is probably a great option. Next up, we have Minor Wallbreakers. Honestly, one of my most hated decks in the game because it's so consistent, so powerful, and I really feel like this deck never dies. I mean, right now people are using it with the Evo Knight, so that's why it's been pretty common on ladder, I'd say. I face this like very often on ladder. I usually lose it because it's a pretty bad matchup for Xbow, I'd say, but that's a digression. We have some mini bait elements with the bats, with the spears, like zap bait, log bait with the Wallbreakers and the spears, and then just super fast cycle with poison log. So, you know, it's a pretty typical minor poison deck. You want to be making positive elixir trades, building up elixir advantages, and then just pushing with minor Wallbreakers, minor poisons. You have very solid defense with the Night Bomb Tower. You can defend almost anything in the game. You also have like very cheap spell bait elements with these two cards, and solid defensive options too. They are pretty good at defending air as well. And also Wallbreakers, such a strong card. I really feel like they can defend anything in the game. Or this deck rather can defend anything in the game, but Wallbreakers can also defend. Believe it or not, they're actually really good on defense too. We see a Night Witch first place, so this looks like it might be Golem. Split Wallbreakers, very solid starting play by the way. Could also be Elixir Golem. Okay, it's just a Mega Knight. I'm gonna go for a Bomb Tower, and I might just Poison actually on defense, depending on what he does. In fact, I'm just going to go for the preemptive poison to be safe, because I don't really know what he has. I have to go for a low miner as well. Actually, that was a really bad miner. Absolutely no need to go for that miner. But, you know, it's okay. I can't really get punished with this deck, I'd say. I mean, it looks like he might be playing Wallbreakers himself. But, yeah, I'm going to go for Spears for this Mega. Like, because it's such a cheap deck. You have, like, you know, so many 2 elixir options. Spears, Bats, Wallbreakers. Okay, there's going to be Golem, actually. So that's going to be a bit of a pain. I'm going to go for the Wallbreakers opposite, just to either bait Elixir out or get a nice connection for only 2 Elixir. That's, yeah, like 900 damage for only 2 Elixir. That's so much value. But this is getting kind of sketchy because, I mean, he has a Golem coming down. Let's see if he has like a Lightning or something. E-Drag, okay. I'm going to go for a High Knight so that the E-Drag doesn't chain onto the Bomb Tower. And there's the Lightning. Going to go for the low Bats, low Spears, pressure opposite with the Wallbreakers again. And then Spears are doing a pretty solid job on defense, actually, so, you know, that's not too bad, but this is actually kind of scuffed. E-Drag, I could activate King, actually, maybe I should have, but that's a lot of damage, actually. I don't really want to be taking that damage, so not the greatest, but we should still be fine. I'm going to Knight the back preemptively, and if he goes for, like, a Mega, I can maybe Minor Bats opposite. Yep, because he doesn't really have anything great, except for maybe arrows for defending air. I know he has a Night Witch, but I don't think he wants to use that, or he doesn't want to waste a Mega Knight. But, I mean, Bats are going to go crazy on the tower, guys. That's exactly what I needed. Lots of Bats damage coming in. Very clutch. Going to go for a pre-bomb tower right here. Spears will do okay against the Mega, and Mega Knight's going to jump. So I'm going to go for a Minor Wallbreakers push right now. And I just have to keep pressuring, honestly, with this deck. Oh, I got so much damage in the left, actually. Hold up. So I'm going to go for a poison right now for the Night Witch plus Bats. And I'll go for a second bomb tower. Bats for this mini P.E.K.K.A. That's a dead bomb tower, actually, courtesy of the mini P.E.K.K.A. But Night Witch is dead. Everything got cleaned up super nicely. Going to go for Wallbreakers as he goes for a Mega Knight opposite. It's a very good idea to pressure while defending with this deck. Because you definitely can't afford it. Going to hover my Miner in case he goes for a Lightning. Okay, there it is. You have to be ready, so just Miner. And I'm just going to cycle 2 poisons, honestly. That's the safest way to win this game. And then just Wallbreakers, because if he lets these go, that's going to be tower down. Goes for the arrows, misses 1 Wallbreaker. Oh, no, he doesn't. I just lag. But 1 spear gets a connection, so that's still not going to be GG, actually. But now it is, because Miner poisoned. So, nice win against Golem Mega Knight, guys. Very weird, like, mid-ladder menace type deck for sure. But I take those. I mean, that was a really nice win. And those kind of decks you're going to have to get ready to go against in the GT, guys. Like, look at this. Look at this ridiculous deck. Splashyard would really counter this deck so well, by the way, because he has no response to Tombstone at all, except for arrows, I guess. But then Baby Dragon goes crazy. All he can do is Lightning it. Ice Wiz goes crazy, because Lightning is just really not good against Splashyard, honestly. I mean, it's okay, but you can really get a lot of value against it, so you know, I'd say both these decks do pretty solid. Next up, though, we have Goblin Giant Sparky Rage. A pretty fun deck, and actually a deck that's been dominating the leaderboard. So if we take a look at the leaderboard, subtle flex, by the way, because I am, like, yeah, #1 local, and I'm, like, top 300 global. Actually, I don't know why I'm showing the leaderboards, because there's no real point to this now. But there I am, right there, like, 1880, yeah, 316 right now. Dropped, like, 30 ranks. but I did reach UC early. Anyways, though, this deck was actually dominating the leaderboards last season. We can't really see it anymore, but last season this deck was everywhere. Like, there was a Royal API leaderboard of top decks without evolutions, and this deck made it like 3 times, I think, because it's just such a solid deck. No evolutions needed. Goblin Giant got a huge buff, and it was like a 6% HP buff, which is a lot considering how much HP it already has, right? Like, 6% of 1,000 is only 60, but 6% of 4,000 is 240, if that makes sense. So it's like it just goes up a lot as you have more of the stat. And so Goblin Giant already had a lot of HP. And so yeah, we're just going to be playing this deck. I honestly do not play Goblin Giant Sparky, so this could really go either way. I could incur a very early loss right now, but I'll try my best. So I'm going to give my opponent the good luck here. And I don't have Sparky in my starting hand, sadly, so I'll just start with a Heal Spirit, I guess. I do have a Goblin Giant at the start. Princess. I'm going to match it with a Goblin Giant, I guess. Looks like it might be Logbait, which is going to be a really bad sign. I think this is like a super bad matchup, actually. Like, one of the worst I could have possibly gotten, actually. So, that's really bad. But we'll see what we can do with this. He probably has an Inferno Tower. I'll just let this go. Yep, Inferno Tower. Okay, so this is going to be a huge pain, guys, because he has Logbait. He literally has a rocket for my Sparky. Like, this does not look good at all. I'll just Dark Prince, I guess, and... Okay, we're going to be in for a tough match here. Okay, Mighty Miner. I'll Sparky. He has to go for a rocket at least, which is going to be solid, because, I mean, it's a 6 for 6, and he's not going to be hitting my tower. Or he goes, like, Mighty Ability, which is fine, too. That's actually totally fine. I'll go for a Heal Spirit with the Sparky, because Heal Spirit Rage might actually do some decent... He's going to go for a Gang, I think, yep. Okay, I'll go for the Ewiz, actually, for this Mighty, just because I don't want it to get too much damage. Maybe not the best play, but it's alright. And he has Rascals, interesting. I actually might E-Barbs on the left Rascals. I will, yep. Actually, okay, yeah, actually, I can just zap and cycle back to my Dark Prince for this Rascal Girl. And that's going to be... I don't know how I'm going to win this one, guys, because this is definitely a really bad matchup. Dark Prince, though, he goes for a Princess, has to log as well. That's still going to be 1 hit, hopefully. No, it's not. Okay. Oh, well. I'll just Sparky this Princess right now. And it's going to lock on. Perfect. So that's going to be pretty good. I'll go for a Heal Spirit with the Sparky, so that whatever he does, Sparky will get healed up. And that's honestly an okay trade. Like, it's not the best, but it's okay. And I guess I'll just reset with a Goblin Giant at the back. Like, I don't really know how to play this, because this looks like a pretty tough one, honestly. I'll go for an Ewiz. Okay, Goblin Giant should actually help out against the barrel, which is really clutch. Look at that, guys. Goblin Giant putting in work. And then I might just E-Barbs in the left, because... Okay, there's the eye tower. I'll rage the E-Barbs up. Plus I have a Heal Spirit with them, so they get healed up. I'll rage them up too, and Ewiz is... Okay, he's protecting the eye tower. Well played. See, like, this is why it's such a tough matchup, because, like, what am I supposed to do? How do I break through the eye tower if he defends it well? But I'm still going to try my best, of course. Goblin at the back again, I guess. Dark Prince is still going to be charging. Kill the Princess. Nice. Okay, that was really important. I'll go for a Sparky as well. I actually don't know if he has a rocket, right? He might not have a rocket. Okay. I'll zap the eye tower, I suppose. Although... Not sure... Wait, actually I can go for another Goblin Giant. Ewiz is getting... like, tanked for, but hold on. This might be huge potential. Sparky shot. Sparky on tower, please. Sparky. Okay, Sparky... Okay, we get a huge connection, though. That's huge. I'll go for another Sparky right now. He's probably going to Goblin Barrel with this, so I have to get ready to, like, Dark Prince it. Yep, there it is. Sparky's going to destroy... Dark Prince going to destroy. Nice, perfect Dark Prince placement. And this is looking really good, actually, guys, all of a sudden, because we got a huge connection there. I don't even know how, but we did. I'll reset with more Goblin Giants to the back, I guess. Like, that's just what I've been doing. Goblin Giant at the back. I'll zap. Sparky's going to kill the Mighty Miner unless he goes ability, which he doesn't. And then Sparky might get a hit on tower. Low-key. Okay, no, she doesn't, but still. E-Barbs. I'll rage this up and Heal Spirit. Okay, that was, like, kind of futile, but it's okay. E-Barbs, hold on. E-Barbs potential. Okay, no potential at all. But it's all good still. I can go Ewiz like this, I think, for the Princess. I'll do it right now. Okay, wait. Okay, eye tower just destroyed my Ewiz, so that was kind of bad. I can zap rage this Princess, though. Low-key spell cycling him out. And then I'll go, like, Sparky like this for the Princess. And, oh, that Mighty's going right into the Sparky shot. So that's really good. I'll zap this barrel as well. Okay, heal spirit zap, perfect. Does he have a rocket? I actually don't know. I'll rage this just to take care of the spears. E-barb's behind. And then I'm back to a new Goblin Giant to the left. Might as well just go for one, to be honest. Like, just to pressure a little bit. And again, I'll just, like, slowly zap cycle the princesses. Like, zap rage. I actually don't know if he has a rocket or not, guys. So this could be potentially bad. I'll E-barb just to pressure. Heal spirit too. And just not really letting him do anything. He's laughing. He's upset. But that's really good. Like, he should... I don't think he should have lost this, honestly. Whether he has a rocket or not, actually, I guess he has a fireball. Fireball kind of sucks, but I really don't see how that's a good matchup for me. He has an Inferno Tower. He seems really mad, actually, but, like, I really don't think he should have lost that. I don't even have a good Logbait counter. Like, I can't kill Goblin Gang, can't kill Rascals, can't kill Goblin Barrel without overcommitting. Like, he just played that really bad, to be honest, but we take that. So, nice win against Logbait. Next up, we have Logbait ourselves, actually. Classic Logbait with the Tesla, because Tesla was buffed to get the hit speed down to 1.1 seconds, up from 1.2. So Tesla doing pretty well. Riley finished number 2 in the entire world with this deck last season, guys, so this deck has a lot of potential. You know, you just play your barrels, protect your princesses, utilize the Princess Gang barrel Logbait element to, you know, make sure and abuse the fact that your opponent only has one log. You make sure you're getting the maximum value out of your Logbait troops, and they can only log one of them. So say they log your barrel, your princess and gang go kind of crazy. And then you can rocket cycle if you really need, although rocket's not the best big spell to spell cycle with right now. But it is an alternate win condition, supposing you need it. But I feel like we just got a rage request in the clan, although I could be wrong. But final game against David Ortega. Possibly the brother of Jenna Ortega. They're just going to go for a log, start things out. He has a bandit. And again, guys, I find it really nice how there's no evolutions in this global tourney. Like, maybe it's just me, but I really like it, honestly. Okay, Queen is just going to be a rocket, to be honest. That's a -1 for me, and I definitely just take that. This looks like it's going to be Bridge Spam, which I think is a decent matchup for me, actually. Okay, we see Bats too. Don't think... I'll Ice Spirit just to be safe, actually. That might be one hit. One bat hit. But yeah, like, okay, Prince, yeah, looks like definitely Bridge Spam. I'll go for a Princess opposite. He might MK in front, so if he does, I'll have to be ready to defend it, yep. So I'll go for the Gang low. Knight once the MK jumps. And that's gonna be, that should be a okay defense. I have to, okay, it's not. I have to get back to something else. Ice Spirit for this. Now it's a go okay defense, because the Spear plus Princess should put in work. Now, he definitely might go Bandit to snipe this Princess. If he does, I think I have to defensive barrel. I wish I could have protected it, I guess, but sadly couldn't. But still, you know, I think that barrel was worth it, because I didn't really have anything else in cycle. Could have gone Princess, but then, you know, I would have taken some shit, potentially. Okay, so let's Wallbreakers. Interesting. Tesla will do a good job at defending both, so it's... Oh, it's MK Breakers. That makes sense. I feel like this is a pretty decent matchup. As long as he doesn't have a miner, because if he has arrows miner, then it's kind of annoying. But if not, it should be fine. I'll go for a princess like this opposite lane. And then gang for the queen. If he goes ability, I'll log it back. And that should be defended. Okay. Okay, we take one hit. But that was like alright, I guess. He might prince this princess. Nope, just bats. I'll go for a Ice Spirit barrel right now. He might MK, to be honest, which... Okay, he does have arrows. Okay, good to know. Well, now it means I can just go princess safe without having to worry about arrows. And gang as well. I can give him all the arrows value he wants here. As I said, guys, spell bait. You bait out their spell. Okay, goes for a queen. I'll just Tesla, I guess. Don't really need to rocket. Knight to protect. I'm pretty sure we've actually outcycled his arrows right now. So I'll just go for the barrel. Having done that. And that's a dead queen right there. Very nice. Back to new princess as well. As I said, princess protection, name of the game. And also just cycling multiple of them. Now he definitely... Okay, I'll log that. That should be taken care of. And then I have to barrel on defense, I think. Okay, I absolutely did not need to barrel on defense there, guys. So that was just an over defense by me. My bad. But it's all good. I actually get some chip in the right somehow. He did not defend that well at all. I'll gang just to pressure, force out an early queen ability. Or just kill the queen straight up. Like, he's not playing this very well, to be honest. At all. I'll just pressure while defending. Barrel, you know, again, pretty common trend in a lot of these decks. Not only minor wall breakers. Goes for the zap, but not enough. Ice Spirit. Very nice. Yep, it's GG because as you guys can see, he doesn't have a miner. He has like arrow zap and like no miner. So he actually doesn't have any way of breaking through. Okay, bad gang. I tried to protect the princess, but didn't work out, but it's fine. That's still a dead queen. And like he really can't do anything. I'm really tempted to rocket that actually, but I won't. He might MK late, yep, but he still takes like a lot of, at least like 2 stabs I think, so that was not worth it at all. Prince goes in front, so more misplays. Gang knight for this. Gang is doing pretty well. Don't need to respond to those breakers because Tesla will kite both of them very nicely. And then I can just go for another barrel. And that's going to be, like, this is just rinse and repeat, you know, just defense and then offense. And the offense is so, like, risk-free. So, I mean, there's not much to say, honestly. Like, this is just rinse and repeat. I'm actually going to start rocketing the Mega Knights, I guess. Because you actually can. I think that's 2 more rockets to win the game as well, by the way. So, you know, he could go for stuff, but I'm just going to, like, low-key, you know, log cycle and, like, just eventually get some rockets down. I might actually just rocket that. Do I need to, though? I don't think I need to, actually. Okay, maybe I do. Actually, maybe I don't. I'll just barrel the pressure while defending and also cycle very quickly. Gang off to the corner. Okay, that's not rocket range, but almost. New Tesla is back. Go for another barrel and then log. And if he doesn't arrows that, okay, he does. But that's actually still that tower because I think rocket does 371 now. So that is going to be a good game, guys. Very nice win. Pretty much unscathed towers because honestly, like, there's nothing he could have really done there. Like, there's really nothing he could have done. And that's just one of those matchups that Logbait excels in. Okay, yeah, this is definitely like a rage message. If anyone speaks Russian, feel free to let me know what that says. But I'll just add a little bit of fuel to the fire, I guess. But yeah, last deck is going to be 3.0 Xbow Cycle. You know, the tried, the tested, the true. My favorite of all time. Favorite deck. And so, yeah, 3.0 does very well, honestly. Not last GT, but 2 GTs ago, I was able to get a number 65 GT finish on this account with 3.0 in the normal GT. So my best normal mode GT finish. And I honestly feel like it has a lot of potential. Especially because there are no Evos. You know, this is one of the decks that does well against every deck if you play it right. And with no Evos, like, this is a non-boosted global tourney, you know? Like, people are not going to get away with just playing broken decks because there are no Evos. Like, it's just skill, honestly. So this deck does well if you know what you're doing. You might be up against that minor Wallbreakers deck that I just shared. I really hope we're not because I really despise the matchup, actually. It looks like we are against it. So I'm going to try and win in single right now. Xbow plus Knight. Okay, never mind his recruits. What the heck? Okay. I'm not going to overcommit to this recruits defense right now because honestly, okay, that's a bad bomb tower actually. Like, that's not going to... Oh wow, he got really lucky there actually because like that was literally misplaced. But because the archer got splashed, it still splashed the Xbow. We're against recruits, Wallbreakers right now. Not sure what this is really about, guys. It looks like that same deck, but he has recruits in here for some reason. Speaking of Evos, recruits are one of the cards to get an Evo, but it's not going to be in this format. So we actually have outcycled the Royal Recruits right now. So I'm actually going to go in with another Xbow Knight. And, okay, never mind. He's back to the recruits now. But he should be pretty low in elixir, honestly. Like, he really should be. Although he is back to bomb tower now, if he plays it correctly this time. Yeah, wait, did he just misplace it again? I think he did, genuinely. Yeah, he did, okay. So I'm going to go for archers like this for the Wallbreakers. And then log because, yeah, like... And that's going to be a lock, but that, if he has arrows, this is going to be really bad. Okay, he has log. That was, like, still annoying, guys, because, look, like, I actually didn't get that much damage out of that. He actually got more damage than me. So this is, like, kind of annoying. He might go for the same spear Goblin's play in the left. So I'm going to get ready with my knight. And 1 sec, I'm just going to take a sip of water, guys. Okay, that was refreshing. I'm going to go for an Xbow again. And Tesla. Because I feel like being aggressive right now. Okay, he really doesn't know what to do here. I think he's back to recruits, actually. Low-key. Okay, nice. Perfect. So I'm gonna protect this with everything I have. Log the Wallbreakers, too. Hopefully we can get the knight on the Wallbreakers. No, we can't. So that's a dead Xbow. But still, damage is done. That's a huge lock. And I'm very happy about it. And I can actually go in again. Although I'm down elixir, I'm still going to go in again. Because I honestly just can. Okay, that was... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to let this go now. In fact, I'm just gonna fireball on defense, because that's, like, way too much swarm to actually, like, defend normally, I guess. But, you know, this is a really good position, I would say. I'll just log the breakers. Bats are not gonna be an issue at all, just Ice Spirit. And I'm going to go for an Xbow right now. Okay, no, I'm not. I changed my mind as he goes recruits, which is actually really good, because now that he went recruits, I can go for an Xbow. That bomb tower is misplaced again, by the way. So I'm going to ignore the entire miner. Hopefully it's going to be the right call. I can go for an Xbow, because, yep, as he wastes a poison too. So I really have to get a big lock here, but if I do, it's going to be very huge. Goes for the spears. Definitely going to go for Wallbreakers in a second here. Unless there's some way he's back to recruits. He is back to a bomb tower. Okay, I'm going to log it off, guys. I don't think he's going to be expecting this. Perfect. Caught him off guard with that log and a fireball for the recruits, or the Wallbreakers rather. Just a fun prediction, because honestly when you're up so much damage you can just afford to predict like crazy stuff like that, because if you had to go for Wallbreakers I actually would have hit them, but that's going to be GG, guys. Kind of a scuffed deck, honestly. I don't think that's actually a good matchup for me. I really feel like he played that pretty bad, but I don't think that should have been... I really think that should have been his win. But of course I'm not complaining, you know, 10-0, false start to the GT with 5 different decks, so we take that. Very nice stuff there. Our little friend here, the Russian guy, I forgot what he was playing actually. What was he playing? Oh, is that the Golem guy? Like the super early one? He's at 8-1 though. Is he saying anything in the chat? No, he's not. Oh, he's online though. Actually, where was that guy? Oh, no, he's a Logbait guy. Okay, yeah, he was the one who laughed, but he really had no right to, honestly. That was a really good matchup for him, at least in my opinion. But anyways, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Really nice stuff. With 5 different decks again, so all deck links will be in the description below if you guys are interested in checking them out. This is actually pretty much the same as the deck I showed, but he has recruit instead of knight for whatever reason. I think he thought they were Evo recruits, because, I mean, he did put the recruits in the first slot, but unfortunately for him, that's not going to be the case with GT. But yeah, feel free to pick your poison from the decks that came about. Bit of a different one. Like I always have the standard, you know, cycle decks like Xbow, Logbait, Splashyard, pretty common. But 2 new ones. We have Minor Wallbreakers, a new variant here. Usually I showcase the Remieli deck, and this one I've never really shown before, Goblin Giant Sparky. But it's doing so well in the meta, I kind of had to, honestly. So yeah, that's about it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Best luck in the global tourney. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.